back to yet another shift, another episode of the biggest, the baddest, the goated medical podcast in Kenya, the Piga Shift Pata Trauma Podcast. I am your host, your girl, the none other than Wangare.
And I'm your host, Mo. Karibu, let's get traumatized together. And today, guys, we have a guest in the house.
Yes, guys, today we are not getting traumatized alone.
Yeah.
Today we are tuko wengi.
And tuko na coffee. So, why don't we give our guest a chance atuambie anaitwa nani, ametoka wapi? Yeah, na atuambie nini imemleta hapa. So,
hi guys, my name is Wamboe, and I am a registered nurse, and these two traumatized fellas are my friends, and I'm here to trauma bond with them.
Yeah. So karibu sana.
Thank you.
Let's get traumatized
together.
Thank you.
So tuna trauma bond.
Leo we are pouring out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're dumping the trauma and we are healing.
Yes.
At the same time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I am. So, Wamboi, kindly, unaweza answer by telling us your first ever clinical trauma. How was it to you? Where were you? How did you feel?
As I said, I am a nurse, and as you all know, as all the viewers know, being a nurse is subject to a lot of trauma.
Sure.
So I would say my first trauma, I got it while in school. That's when I felt like, okay, this is enough. I just need to go home. I think the first trauma was my first placement in college. You can imagine you are a PTS. A PTS is a first year student. So you can imagine you are a PTS and the first placement that you are taken is maternity.
Ninduru. Shangwe na nduru.
I know.
Yes.
Ideally, maternity placement is supposed to inafaa kwenda, you know, those students wenye wame progress, you know, 3rd years, 4th years, huko. But now, I don't know what happened in our placement, so we were told to go to the maternity department. Fortunately or unfortunately, I remember the first day I went to that maternity ward, the moment we reached at the door, you know, now you're students, you're just following each other like goats. So mnaenda tu mkiwa kikundi, you know, mnaenda tu mkiwa kikundi. And then when you go to the maternity department, now the entrance, I remember there was a woman giving birth just directly opposite now the door.
Okay.
And now everybody is rushing, give me this, give me this, give me this. And I remember the nurse who was there, of course, amezoea, the students who come here are students wenye ni, you know, watu wanajua what they are doing, you know, hajui mimi ni first year. Yeah. And then the first thing alituitisha nisikia amesema, nipatie oxytocin. Oxytocin, you remember, ni drug ya nini, it's given to women after giving birth, nini. So sisi wote, and you can imagine we were 15, we were a group of 15, nobody, absolutely no one, anajua hiyo dawa ni gani. So I remember all of us tukiulizana, what's that? And then she came and she was like, which year are you? Nikamwambia tuko first year. And what are you doing here? Trauma, take me home. Yeah, but with time nililearn, and yeah, here I am right now.
I tell you.
What? So, like, did you find the drug? Did she chase you away?
We didn't find the drug, unfortunately. We didn't know where it is kept.
Na aliwaonyesha later ama what happened?
You see, what happened is alikuwa anatuitisha. You see, when you go to a clinical placement, there is the, what do you call it, orientation. No, we didn't know. Hata hatukuwa tunajua where the files are kept. You know, I'm just a PTS. I don't know nothing. But of course, tukemea the first time, the second time, and then the third time. Yeah, that was my first trauma, I would say.
Wow. You
Yeah.
You senior people.
Yeah. Okay, because some, like, after you didn't find, sasa after kuuliza mko first year, mkasema mko first year, did she get it herself?
No, aliuliza tu, and what are you guys doing here? You see, now you start feeling just out of place. Kwani, am I not supposed to be here?
Like, to learn. Why, mbona anauliza so direct questions?
Okay.
Why are you guys here?
I think nimetu nimesema alikuwa amezoea, you know,
Yeah.
senior
Yeah,
students
yeah,
watu
yeah.
juu. I remember there were students who were assisting in childbirth.
I think hata mimi naweza fikiria ni hivyo. Juu alikuwa na expect senior people.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Okay, mimi ningewaambia at that time hamnge feel much traumatized kwa
Imagine.
sababu nyinyi ni watoto bado. Nyinyi ni watoto. I wish
yeah.
angejua ni class gani inakuja. Ile hawa na waanzisha hivi hivyo.
Yeah.
So our seniors, please msi overlook manzi.
Okay.
On to our next question. It's so random and I would ask you so random. Ushaifikiria kudate a fellow colleague, a fellow mudik, and how do you feel about dating them?
Wow.
Tell
Well, personally, and I always say this to anybody who knows me, I have boundaries when it comes to dating a person that I am working with.
Okay.
I do not imagine, unaniona huko nikiharasiwa na management. And then unaniita, you know, jioni, you get. So I think mi nakuanga na limit, except ile time yenye, which has never happened actually, time yenye you just go overboard and, you know, you close your eyes.
Yeah.
Personally, me, I have boundaries. Medicine and, you know, anybody who works in the medical field, and me, what I mean, nikwe mi ndo na work in the medical field, yeah. So I have that boundary. So I wouldn't say, nimewai pita beyond that. Yeah.
Would you?
Me?
Yes.
Love is blind.
Kula tano. Okay, si
Love
semi
is
ati,
blind. Nikipatana naye na ni mzuri. We go.
Kinda.
Let's
How
get
ugopi?
traumatized together, my love. No.
Ugopi, like, me, my fear is, date a fellow nurse, your night shift, he or she, I mean, ako night shift pia, your children will end up one day calling you aunties and uncles. They'll never recognize you as their parents.
Yeah, sorry, but you guys, you will just have to understand.
Mi usema, I think I need somebody mwenye ni wa shift ya, at least najua usiku nyumbani kuna mtu, you get. Si ati niko kazi and then at home there's no one, you get. So I think, hiyo inakuanga hapana. No.
Then another question, do you feel like if you get that husband mwenye ni a business partner, businessman, alafu umeenda husi night shift, hata kasirika seme bibi yangu ameenda
Ako night.
fanyiwa ile kitu huko,
You know,
trust
like,
issues.
yeah, trust issues. How will you deal with that? Considering like
He's not a medic.
plus
Okay.
our shifts, they are so inconsistent. Some like, say some week you connect, next week you connect, next week. You know, like he can get like suspicious.
Okay, let me just say this. When it comes to not trusting, I think it begins huko hata before you ingia shift.
Okay.
There must be some specs of, I do not trust this person. Ndio ile time yenye anaingia night shift, and for true, it's a night shift. Now I have doubts. You know, sasa ako na doubts. Wambo wako. You know, lazima kukue ametoka mahali. On the other end, I need a person. I need a person mwenye anaelewa the nature of my work.
Yeah.
You know, anaelewa that when I go to night shift, I leave at 6, I come back at 8 a.m., I sleep the whole day up to 5, I wake up, I have supper, I go back to work for 4 consecutive days. You need to respect my hustle.
That's
the way I'm respecting yours, right? Yeah. So I think it all comes down to understand what I do and what you do. Tunajua how to work things out. Yeah.
Another the question, Wangari. So me, I saw DM on our TikTok page. I saw like, sijui nurses are mostly the largest population of being divorced. Like, wengi hawana mabwana,
For real.
wanaachana. What do you think, since you are a registered nurse, what do you think ina precipitating watu kudivorciwa as a nurse?
Well,
Ama hiyo ilikuwa kitambo, now the Gen Z nurses and vitu ni different.
honestly, I don't know, because sijawahi kuwa na, I have no story to relate, you know, like nilisikia mtu alidivorce. Me, the nurses I know, their marriages are thriving.
For real?
How many weddings tumeenda?
Okay.
I can count like 3, and they are thriving.
How do you know? You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know. No. Don't justify for them when they're not there.
But as long as amjaachana, hatujaona mmeachana, me, I assume you're
Maybe
thriving.
wako at the verge. Unajua kuna wale juu tumefanya harusi cha tukuvumilia. But it's
Yeah.
But
What happened?
kama hamjaachana, it means bado mnasukumana, so
Okay. So
Yeah.
the majority of divorces here are nurses, guys. So don't come to my
How?
But kuna na kale kanotion ati sijui if you are a nurse. Kwanza mimi saw someone writing on Twitter. He said fanya makosa yako yote but never marry a nurse. Niko like okay. So what have nurses done?
Yeah.
Why? I think watu I think there was one thing that ever happened that yenye ilifanya, you see there is one particular thing yenye ina happening and then you start to generalize, you know. So mimi nasemanga ulisikia nurses ufanya this and that. Okay, those are the ones who do that. Personally I don't do that. The people I know don't do that. So I think ni shida na generalizing.
I know.
Right?
Generalize. There's this night nurse thing. You see, like, let's say like a man comes to raise me and then I tell them I work in a hospital. Then they're like, when you nurse? Then I say yes. So utakuwa my night nurse.
Yeah.
So like, oh my god.
But then you kitu ina meaning yaje because
it's so wrong. Aki, if you say night nurse, that's bad.
Mimi nafikiria ni kitu mzuri na
can you be a night nurse?
And you say yes.
You know it comes out in a flat.
Yeah.
Inakuja like flatty, not professional.
Like a booty call.
Something like that.
Okay, I don't know, but like mimi usiwai niita night nurse.
Yeah, true.
Even
Actually,
acha kama nakulaika 100%. The moment you call me a night nurse, I'm exiting, I'm leaving. Because what unani degrade.
I've learned something. I used to feel like nothing.
You used to feel good.
You used to feel like
inakwanga. It's such a turn off, by the way.
Yeah,
it's such a turn off.
What when you meet a night nurse nikafurahi. I didn't know my bad.
So ito hivyo.
Usinini. Labda yana furahia.
Let's just say to each and their own. So if it makes you feel good more, you're sorry.
Continue being
It's okay.
But it's bad. Next time don't let somebody tell you that. Even if he's joking. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. Can you be my night nurse?
It feels like
you know,
it's okay.
They are tarnishing our name.
Yeah.
Na hapo ndio sasa ndio nursing sasa inapatanga the bad reputation. No, it comes from kukua ile kosi ya kusaidia watu to being your kosi ya kufanya those night whatever calls, you know. Yeah. It's bad.
We go on with the next question.
Yes, question. Or unaweza taka kushare na sisi if you have ever gotten a trauma from a fellow colleague. Maybe ukiwa student, ukiwork.
A colleague.
Yeah. Like,
I think we have all been through that. In my case, something happened to me, but something so personal. And then the person that I confided in apparently went and told the story in a whole different explanation, you know, like nimemwambia aka change story and now I'm the bad person, you get. And every time I look at that colleague, to be honest, I'm like, okay, you're a friend, but I just have to know my limits. I confided in you, you know. No wonder by the way kunambiango at your job place, I don't think there is that one person who is your friend. You are all working there. I think that taught me that lesson, that you are all working there. Nobody is your friend there, right? Because how can I confide in you about a very personal matter and then I hear the story, I'm just told by someone, by the way, I had so and so, you know. So I have palinta kushika.
That was a bad one.
Yeah, it was a bad one. I felt so bad. How do you just turn the story, you know? But anyway, we move.
I just feel like sometimes watu wanarantianga wetu ili wapandishwe kwa raida. Yeah? Uonekane wewe ni mzuri, manzi unaweza sema siri za mtu, to create, yani wewe uanguke ili wao.
Yeah.
So like, okay, what was the point of being taught professionalism if you can't practice it?
You said Wangari, professionalism inajangwa
kwa vitabu. Right.
Kweli, without a doubt.
Now we have to, you know, make clear boundaries.
Kweli, like no one at your workplace is your friend.
Nobody. Absolutely no one.
Mimi mtu akiweza sema nilisema kitu. Mimi naweza mwambia ulinipata wapi? Mimi hata tuliongea naye. Hakuna story.
Unamruka.
Ni how?
Pia mimi nakuruka. Wewe umeenda ukaniruka na mimi pia nikuruka.
Sasa mimi sijui naweza fanya nini basi. But it was bad, yeah. But nilipona.
Ulipona.
I have a whole life ahead of that.
Oh
So,
God, that's
nilipona.
Okay.
Yo iko fiti kama ulipona. That's
Sure,
okay.
sure.
So like on to the next question. Have you ushaipatana na our relatives or your own family like wame raise the expectations? They expect you like to do more than you can do, or they expect you to do as in sijui kona nielewa. Like they want you to be more, to be extra, but you can't.
Okay.
You have done your best.
Yeah, nimeget.
Giving an explanation, for instance, ukienda nyumbani, they want you to be a doctor, you know, ukue na mula, you do everything for them. Have you ever had that experience?
But I think I do have. Unaona hizo stories za home and all that. Unapata your friends from home, those ushago.
Yeah.
They think nurses, we have millions. Apparently, I don't have. Yes, I do not have. So utapata mse from nowhere, we una struggle kupata some few coins here and there, and then unapata mse, so nitumie. So I'm like, I don't have. So unakosa aje? You're a nurse. Not even a nurse. Yeah, exactly. They don't. By the way, I'm not a doctor. I am a nurse. I am a nurse. Yeah. So hizo expectations I am zenye zinafanya nikae you're asking for something that I don't have, honestly. Hata mimi I'm still struggling to make ends meet. So I really don't have what you want, but I can assist, where I can. Naweza kuombea.
That counts.
Yeah, it counts.
It counts.
I thought
Yeah.
you connection akikuja hospitali unampitisha line.
Well, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. But mostly mi nitakuombea upone, because who has that money? No one. Yeah.
Tough economic days.
Yeah.
Tough it's not doing wonderfully. Actually,
When I was in college, I used to argue with someone. Now that someone, the parents are nurses, so he knows how much
They make.
nurses make, and sayo wako in the government sector. So mi nikiwa college nilikuwa namwambia mi nitakuwa nurse nikimaliza shule, nitakuwa nalipwa 100,000. I am sorry. I am sorry, but nilikuwa na high expectations,
Cash flow.
I really did, because nilikuwa naona like from working even as a student, I used to see nurses wanafanya a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I was a child then, so I would think you're paid equal to the work that you're doing,
Okay.
right?
Not here, maybe in US. Not here.
Yeah, I used to think that. So nikiangalia kazi yenye nurse in charge anafanya, or even a normal nurse is doing, I'm like, okay, nimehit jackpot. This is the right career. I'm just going to be rich. First year nanunua iPhone, second year najengea mamangu nyumba, Third year until I started earning, and saya ananiulizanga, how about the 100,000? I don't even have 10% of that. So I think tuliraiswa na hizo personally I had those expectations, but I do not regret. I personally don't
What
regret.
makes you not regret when you come to the nursing career?
And considering the fact that umesema what you expected is not what you got.
And you came because of mula.
True.
Wewe usimsemeje.
Okay.
You come to this profession because of mula. Be honest.
Can I give a little bit of a backstory?
Okay.
So when I was in high school, wewe ulikuwa unataka kuwa engineer, you wanted to be a doctor, another person wanted to be a pilot. Me, I wanted to be something else totally different, away from medicine. You get? I wanted to be a news anchor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then act like one.
So I remember when I did my Form 4, I had to stay at home for some few years because apparently my mom was educating 2 brothers when walikuwa parallel. So I had to wait for them ndio wamalize. As you know, parallel C, it's not cheap stuff given walikuwa nafanya engineering courses and all that. So I stayed home and I remember according to how I performed, niliitwa university kufanya inaitwa B.Ed, kukuwa mwalimu. But because I used to nickname teachers in high school, I'm sorry. Nilikuwa na feel ni kama if I go back to that profession, hata mimi I'll cut my, hata mimi I'll be nicknamed and all that. After all, I didn't want to be a teacher, to be honest. I wanted to be a news anchor. So 3 years later, mamangu ananiambia, find a career. So my big bro is telling me, if you choose to do journalism, which I had actually qualified, you are going to tarmac for life. And it's true. And for example, look at someone. So I'm there stranded. I do not know what course to do. And now the following year, the year that I'm supposed to join college, now it's approaching really fast. I'm supposed to join college in January. Now it's November. So to every university, nikipata hizo brochures za kuangalia course that I want to do. Every course that I see, business, no. Mathematics, hapana. So I was stranded. I didn't know what to do until nikaanza kufikiria wacha nifanye ile education. Until my mom one day ako like, my mom wanted to be a doctor. So Ali, she's not a doctor today, but she's something better than that. So alikuwa anataka kuwa daktari until one day ako like, nasi ukue nurse. So you had qualified for a nurse. You see, the thought of being a nurse, mi hata haiko imecross in my mind ever. Mimi nitoke high school, plus navaa uniform, and then nienda kuvaa uniform, niki-earn. Me, I can't. Me, I need place yenye navaa official, nahitaji place yenye place na change outfit. So actually nursing was not even in my radar, like hata haikukua. So my mom is like, so you find nursing? So I'm like, okay, I'm out of options here, so I'll take it. Nilikosa options sababu every course that I was looking for haikuwa sikuwa sikuwa there's just something about this is what I want. So haikuwa imetik. Long story short, my mom had a friend who used to be a lecturer at the college that I went to. So God just did something. Mi nilienda too. Like, I didn't do much about enrolling for school. And here I am. I am a whole nurse. I am a whole nurse. And then when I look back at it, I am like, actually, this was the best and weirdly enough at times the worst decision that I ever made. The best because I am fulfilled when I do something and then a patient tells me, you know what, thank you very much. I'm also traumatized. I'm also like, okay, this isn't it. When I go home and I'm like, okay, I need the second career. Now,
one boy, I know we'll call you another time because you've got a very long story. And you're here to trauma bond another time. But I really want to ask you something. Do you have something for anyone when amekaa chini hivyo amesema anataka kwenda kufanya nursing juu anaona wanavanga vizuri, wanakaa vizuri, anafikiria hata earn pesa mzuri. What's your honest advice? Even the interns,